Good to see all of y'all. So happy to be here in my hometown with my mama. I love when she comes to town. Okay, I see how y'all looking at me. Shonda is my mama. I was just so big when I was born, I sucked out all the pigmentation. My real name is actually Chandrilla. So good to be in the house of the Lord. To be in the house of the Lord. One thing, to be a man of God, you need to equip yourself with a good Bible. You just have to be careful where you buy your Bible at. Because I was at the 99-cent store. It wasn't the King James Version, it was the Rick James Version. That's when I realized I had purchased the irregular Bible. I didn't even know they made an irregular Bible. You don't know how hard it is to try to convince a woman that you are a man of God and you got a Rick James Bible. She's like, Mom, let's study the book of Revelations. Let's talk about the rapture and when Jesus coming back. I'm like, hey girl, my Bible don't go that far. We need to study over here where Moses departed, split the Burgundy Sea. Burgundy Sea? Yes, girl. I told you my Bible got issues. It's going through some stuff. Now, do you want to finish reading about Adam and Edna? It is what it is, girl. It is what it is. That's the hot new phrase. Everybody is always saying that. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's the new way of saying somebody's about to take advantage of you. Because nothing good ever happens before you hear it is what it is. There's always something foul, something unexpected. There's never nothing cool like, here you check for $2,500. For what, Lord? It is what it is. There's always something foul, something you want to expect, like, you go out on a blind date. You supposed to be a woman. No, it is what it is. No, it ain't. Mama. So, like my mama said, about 4 years ago, I had a stroke. So, one of the problems, my counselor told me, don't use the word problems. One of my challenges from a stroke is I can't talk as fast as I can think. In my mind, I'm having a Corvette conversation. But out of my mouth, it's a tricycle. It is what it is. You don't laugh as long as you want to. Don't let them intimidate you to stop laughing. And y'all wrong too, making her laugh by herself. You don't want to be the only person in the church laughing. Aha! Oh, we ain't laughing no more? Well, that was funny. I can barely understand it. So my mama, I said, Mama, how much time do you want me to do? She said, oh, well, go as long as you can, because I know your endurance, you can only do about 7 minutes before you be wore out. So the funny thing about rehab, first I'll tell everybody, go get a baseline now while you're healthy. Because when you get in rehab, they tried to make me do stuff I didn't know I could do this before I had this stuff. So I don't know if it's because of the stroke or because I'm just old. They make us do this thing called sit the stage, where you got to sit the stage without using your hands. I'm like, I couldn't sit the stage in 1987. LeBron James plays professional basketball, the best athlete I know. Every time he falls down, he reaches up for somebody's hand. Why can't I reach for somebody's hand? So I have a 15-year-old son. He'll be 16 in July. So he had a girlfriend when he was 12, and she broke up with him, and she broke his heart. So I asked him, say, man, what happened? Why she break up with you? He said, man, Daddy, she said I was too clingy. I said, okay, man, I'm sorry. He said, what you sorry for? I said, I gave you that. He said, what? I said, I gave you that. Yes. I said, what did your mama say? He said, she said, you can't depend on finding your happiness in another person. You need to find your happiness in God. I'm like, okay, that's true, but man, your mama clingy. How you think we got together and got married? Her clinginess matched my clinginess. You're not a great baby, you're a clingy baby. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of occupation I can have now. Since I can't do stand up.
He just cracked himself.
That's a good joke. Leroy, that's a little good, Leroy. So when I was at the rehab place in Dallas, I made a friend there in rehab. His name is Leroy McClure. He's a coach in Dallas. His son name is King. He played for Baylor when they won the national championship.
Yeah.
He's sitting over there with his wife, Yvette, and my niece, Princess. So give it up for Leroy. Yeah. So the funny thing, when I'm in rehab, I was all in my flesh. Talking crazy to people. That's why my mama came over and told y'all earlier, I need to buy him a shirt, t-shirt that say, I love Jesus, but I cuss a little. She lied to y'all, I don't cuss a little, I cuss a lot. Leroy was there trying to help me. Leroy like, Mom, your blood pressure wrong. Like, Leroy, man, go on. He kept trying to hold me accountable. Because I believe in accountability. Like Jesus had 12 disciples, 12 friends, 12 homeboys.
Yep.
And one of them betrayed him, sold him out. That's why I just keep 11 friends. If you never get up to 12, one of them I got to go. I don't even need a dozen donuts. You can have this, what is this? A jelly, Judas roll. I'm in a jelly roll.
Yes, Lord.
Trying to think of my next joke, I'm sorry.
Me too.
So I'm thinking about occupation, what I was doing before I got into stand-up. I was a substitute teacher out in LA, but I had to stop because the kids were starting to be bad to the teachers. But it wasn't always their fault. They put in school uniforms to help the kids with the gang violence and all the racial tension. But they weren't thinking they put in school uniforms. But they say you can only be only colors you can wear the colors of the American flag, red, white, and blue. So we got a school full of Crips, Bloods, and the Ku Klux Klan. I'm staying at home. I'm in homeschool substitute teaching. I tell you, kids, we need to go to Walgreens to buy some new medicine.
It's good.
I had a list, but it's on my phone, and Karen's using my phone to record my sets all the time. It's usually right here. That's why I keep looking down. I'm like, the people in the front row are like, what are you looking for? Glass store. So show me somewhere to say this store.
Oh my Lord. I didn't have a stroke and I do the same thing. Precious.
So I'm going through some new stuff in my life. I'm fat and I'm broke. Which means I need to join a gym, but I can't afford to. So what I have to do is walk around my neighborhood to get my exercise. Well, I wrote that joke before the stroke. I haven't had enough time to break the remix yet. Well, so I've rolled around my neighborhood to get my exercise. I need to talk to all you dog lovers. I need you to stop walking your dogs with no leash. Because I'm scared. And I'm tired of you looking at me like something wrong with me when I'm trying to verbally protect myself. I'm walking around trying to get my abs together and hear your dog come. And all I can do is say, get your dog! Get your dog! You better get your dog! And then you look at me like, what's wrong with you? Why you tripping me, man? Oh, Muffin don't bite. Muffin don't bite. Well, I don't know Muffin don't bite. All I see is a chihuahua running toward me free. It would be the same thing if you saw me walking down the street with a gun and no bullets. What's wrong with you, big man? Why you tripping? What? Muffin don't bite. Muffin don't bite. And your name, your dog was wrong too. Your dog name is supposed to match your dog. I'm tired of going to your house. Bone, you want to meet Cupcake? Okay, I'll meet Cupcake. Wait, Cupcake is a werewolf! You should have named that dog Cujo. It's like meeting a white dude named Jamal. Oh, you Jamal. Hold on. Hey, put the Kool-Aid up. Put the Kool-Aid up. And then what we call it, get some iced tea. Put the Popeyes up, get some Chick-fil-A. Turn off Kirk Franklin. Play Chris Tomlin. Well, I'm finna switch gears on y'all real quick. A lot of people be asking me all the time, why do you call Chonda Pierce your mama? How do you think your mama feel about that? Well, my mama gave me the green light.
Yeah.
My mama died in 2015. But before she died, well before she died, I told her, I said, Mama, there's this white lady in comedy And she really looks after me. She takes care of me. And I told her about everything Chonda had did for me. I said, Mama, I call her Mama. Does that bother you? My mama said, Bernard. Oh, that's my real name. I wish I could have saw the way you run. Who is Bernard? Why your mama calling me that? Anybody that has done things for you that Chonda Pierce has done, that is your mama.
No.
Call her mama. So, my son was born in 2009, and me and my wife at the time, her parents, they didn't approve of our marriage, and they took me through the ring with that.
Yeah,
So, my mama in Texas, because he was born in I got married, and we lived in Atlanta. Well, so my mom was sick, and so she couldn't come up to the hospital because she couldn't fly. So my mom said, ask Chonda Pierce them to come to the hospital and sit in there for me. I'm like, okay. I asked Chonda. Chonda lived in Nashville. I lived in Atlanta. I said, Chonda, my family's not going to be able to come. Could you please be there for me so I have some sense of family? So Chonda and her husband, late husband David, Zach, and Cheryl all got in a Jeep. Zach got in back for me. And they drove down there 4 hours just so I could have somebody. So they left. By the time they was leaving, they could leave Nashville, visiting hours was over. So I told her, so my wife at the time, she said, visiting hours gonna be over. Tell Chonda them they can't come. I called my mama and said, Chonda, visiting hours about to be over. Chonda said, let them try. Let them try to stop me.
That's right.
When we get there. So they came down. So they were the only family that I had at my only child's birth. They're in the hospital for me. So this one my mom. This one I knew my mom and Chonda was just super tight. So my mama said, Bernard, so my wife, she looks like all of y'all.
That was the best one yet.
My mama said, Bernard, what does the baby look like? I say, I don't know, it looks like a baby. Let me talk to Chonda. Chonda, what does the baby look like? Chonda's being politically correct. Got 5 fingers, 5 toes. Chonda, is the baby black? Chonda looked at me like, am I supposed to answer? Yeah, she is. Chonda said, look like a light-skinned ball. I was like, my mom don't ask nobody stuff like that. So her and Chonda must be super cool.
Yeah.
So to be able to spend this Mother's Day weekend with my mama
Yeah.
means everything to me right now. And to be on this stage today.
Okay, don't make me cry. I gotta go back to work.
I'm trying to figure out just one more story to share with y'all about Chonda.
Oh dear.
So they did this thing called it's called CCA. It was the Christian Comedians Conference. And Chonda put it together, grabbed all the Christian comedians, because Chonda was the only one, Chonda and Mark Lowry, and they didn't know anybody else. So they decided, well, maybe we need to gather everybody and find out who they are. So they did that. So I'm home, so I can be very frank with y'all. It was all white comics. Black people wasn't Christians. So it's a white comic girl named Thor Ramsey. Thor Ramsey was my friend. Thor said, you got to come to this, man, because y'all not represented. So I'm like, okay, Thor. So I went up there, went to the conference, and I met Chonda, what is this about? 20-some years ago?
No, probably more than that.
So Chonda was like my company. She wanted to she wanted to take me on the road with her. My manager said, Chonda, you can't take no backbone with you. Chonda said,
yes, I can.
have you heard that Rick James Bible? White people will laugh at that. They said, Chonda, you can't take him. So at that time, we had just met, so Chonda like, okay, y'all managed me. But this the same management that stole all our money. Not who she got now, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So Chonda took this a white comic with her. He bombed so bad. Chonda couldn't, you know how Kara came out here and start opening the show? That's how the opening comments was supposed to do. Chonda had to come out and introduce him, so they wouldn't move him. Chonda said that night, I'm taking Bone Hampton.
Yeah, but
Ain't no way he can do worse than this.
he killed it. Yeah.
From that point, me and Chonda was on the road for the next 3 years.
Yep.
I'm thinking of my closer now.
Me too.
Chonda, let us brag on you.
Oh, gosh.
Well, my close is I'm thankful to the Lord for what He's brought me through. A lot of times, my brothers, we used to do this show. He say, you know, how people always say, I don't look like what I've been through. Sometimes you do.